You know those days where your to-do list is never ending? Your brain feels like it has 47 tabs open, and somehow you're expected to be a present mom and a powerhouse CEO? Yeah, same. In today's episode, we're talking about something that no one really prepares you for in motherhood or entrepreneurship: the invisible load. Because behind every client email, every school drop off, and every late night brainstorm is a mom carrying more than most people will ever see. And it's time we talked about it. Welcome to the Moms Make Money podcast. I'm your host, Jenny. I'm the owner of Moms Make Money Collective, a podcast and visibility strategist and mom of two. Many moms feel like we need to sacrifice our careers for our children, but I wholeheartedly believe that we can have a thriving business and family at the same time. In this podcast, we're going to be diving into the ins and outs of running a business as a mom and getting real and raw about all things parenting. So buckle up because we're about to go all in. Hey, welcome back to Moms Make Money, the show for ambitious moms building profitable service-based businesses in part-time hours. I'm your host, Jenny, and today we are peeling back the curtain on something that doesn't get talked about enough in the online business world: the invisible load that we carry as mom CEOs. Now, if you're nodding your head already, you're not alone. Whether you're juggling client calls while making school lunches, brainstorming your next offer with a baby on your hip, or mentally managing all the things while you still haven't had your morning coffee, this episode's for you. Let's get into it. So first up, let's start with the obvious question. What exactly is the invisible load? The invisible load refers to all the mental, emotional, and logistical labor that we carry that no one sees. The planning, remembering, anticipating, preparing. It's not just a task that we do, but the constant thinking about everything that needs to be done. In our homes, with our kids, in our businesses, and in our relationships. For the mom CEO, that load is doubled. You're not just managing a household, you're also managing clients, launches, finances, visibility, and likely a team, even if that team is just made up of you. And while your partner or your clients might see the visible things, like the podcast going live, the dishes done, the groceries bought, what they don't see is the 47 browser tabs open in your brain every single second of the day. Now let's talk about the invisible business load, because yes, that is also a thing. So here are a few examples of what this might look like. You're writing Instagram captions in your head while folding laundry. You wake up at 3 a.m. wondering if you remembered to send that invoice. You're planning your launch around nap schedules and soccer practice. You're constantly switching between mom mode and CEO mode and sometimes failing to do either one well. And on top of that, there's the guilt. Guilt for working too much, guilt for not working enough, guilt for feeling like you've dropped the ball somewhere, even when you're doing your absolute best. I see you, and I've been you. So here's the thing. Carrying this invisible load without acknowledging it comes at a cost. The cost might look like burnout of all kinds, emotional, mental, or physical, resentment towards your business, your clients, your family, or yourself, inconsistent progress because you're just spread way too thin, a business that's technically running but doesn't feel sustainable, or worst of all, the slow erosion of your own identity and dreams because you're constantly putting yourself last. And let me be really honest here. I used to wear this kind of juggling act like a badge of honor. I thought I was doing it all, but what I was really doing was carrying more than anyone should have to just to prove that I could do it. Until I decided not to anymore. So you may be wondering, what changed? So honestly, I got really honest with myself about what I could actually handle. And I started doing these 4 things. So the first thing that I did is I simplified my offers. I stopped trying to serve everyone and focus on what I do best: podcast strategy and production for moms. I cut out all the fluff and doubled down on the offers that align with my season of life. The second thing I did was I created systems that support me. Automation isn't just a buzzword, it's literally my lifeline. From onboarding to content batching to client check-ins, I leaned into workflows that work even when I need a break. The third thing I did is ask for help. Whether it was a virtual assistant, a meal delivery service, or simply telling my husband, I can't do this right now. I stopped trying to carry the weight of it all by myself. And lastly, I let good enough be enough. This one was really hard. But sometimes a B- newsletter is better than no newsletter at all. A 15-minute power hour is better than no work at all. And being a present mom and an imperfect CEO is more than okay. So if no one's told you this lately, here is your permission slip. You're allowed to build a business that honors your life, not one that adds pressure to it. You don't have to do it all, you don't have to carry it all, and you're not a failure if you need to slow down, delegate, or take a nap instead of writing a sales page. The invisible load is real, but so is your power to restructure how you carry it. And when you do that, when you give yourself grace and space to run a business in the margins on your terms, that's when you really start to thrive. So let me leave you with this. What are you carrying right now that no one sees? I want you to write it down, acknowledge it, and then ask yourself, what can I let go of? What can I simplify, delegate, or do differently? And if you're craving support and building a business that doesn't add to your invisible load, come join us inside the Margin Makers Club. We're all about building life-first, sustainable businesses that honor your role as both CEO and mom. You can find the link to learn more about the Margin Makers Club in the show notes. Until next time, give yourself some serious credit for all the things that you carry, seen and unseen. You're doing an amazing job, and I will see you in the next episode. Thank you so much for tuning into today's episode. I really hope you enjoyed it. I'd love it if you would head on over to our free Facebook group called Moms Make Money Collective to connect with us further. If you're more of an Instagram fan, make sure you're following us on Instagram at Moms Make Money Collective. If you're loving the show, make sure to leave us a rating and review on Apple Podcast. Your feedback means the absolute world to us. We'll see you in the next episode.